Concerning what? Lucy, yes, thanks. Thank God I found a good Kenyan. Sweet like honey and very understanding. I just came to tell you thank you. Lucy, it's not that deep, okay? Oh God. Hey God. The rate at which people want to make me jealous is serious. Oh, hey. Lucy, I'm happy for you. Aji, okay. You found a very understanding woman. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Mm? I hope you introduce her to your mom. Mm? Lucy. Wow, the translation is ruining things. Which translation is that? So, recognizing signs of a toxic person, right? So, manipulative behavior. Toxic people, they manipulate situations towards their advantage. They leave you confused and guilty. You may feel like you are constantly defending yourself and your actions around them. So these people, you have to stay away. One Veda, please, you could have her now. It's over. We never started, Lucy. One Veda, Veda means father in Dutch. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Hey, guys, my leg, oh my leg. Oh my God. Ouch. Ay, ay, ay. So my leg is going through a crisis at this point. I think because of how I was sitting or something. That's why I'm coming. Give me a moment. Oh my God. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, as I was saying, are you people texting? How do you know my mother doesn't approve it? You got. I never said your mother approves it. I just said, have you introduced it to your mom or something like that? I never said your mom has not approved it. So your mom has not approved it. Oh, how come? Would you date a rich man that never uplifts you? Like he isn't stingy at all with money, but will never show you ways to make money or uplift you. I don't know if you get me. So he's not stingy with money, but he'll never show you ways to make money. Will I date somebody like that? Why are you not showing me the way to make money? Hmm? You are giving me money. Anyway, I will. I don't know what to say. There's an that is another form of control women are not aware of. For real, for real. People are just some people are just he wants you at his mercy. For real, right? Hmm. I mean, I will say this is not the best, honestly. He's a no. So inconsistency, right? That's the second sign. So their behavior can be erratic, swinging from being overly affectionate to cold and distant. So the inconsistency can create confusion, emotional turmoil in your life, right? And then constant need for attention. So toxic people often demand the spotlight and emotional support without reciprocating. They may drain your energy by always needing something from you, and then they criticize you or they are always negative. They undermine your self confidence and self worth. The lack of empathy, constant need for attention as well. Oh, there are people like that actually, for real. I've actually seen somebody like that before. Hmm. So the person is expecting you to be by your phone every time that the person texts you. Do you know that I had this friend, right? So everywhere she goes, like everywhere she goes, she has to call her boyfriend and tell him that she's going here, she's going here. And then even when she God, I beg, God, I beg, never. Even when she goes to the washroom, like she's going to the washroom, she still has to call him and tell him. That's how crazy the guy was. It was very silly. Anyway, I'm glad she broke up with him because I just I don't know, but something was just not making sense to me. You must miss me a little bit, and besides, we have and can't be in your face 24/7. Some people expect you to be at with your phone. Immediately they text, they are expecting a response. When you don't respond, they are texting you with another number to check if you are texting only them. And then if you respond to that number, then they'll come back to their normal number. So they'll block the new number and come back to their original number. God, come back to their original number just to check if you are texting only them. Imagine, eh? Some people are sick. Oh, it's crazy. Like, it's they are sick. So another sign is emotional drain. After interacting with them, you may feel exhausted, anxious, or upset. This emotional drain is significant. Is a significant indicator of a toxic relationship. Then blame shifting. So they rarely take responsibility for their actions, and they often blame others for their problems. So there's a lack of accountability. It can be frustrating and damaging to your self-esteem. So if you find somebody that the person has done something, they can't even outrightly say that, oh, I'm sorry for what I did. Even when you tell them, they still don't want to admit that they are at fault. Such babies. Anyway, impact of toxic relationships. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Do you know that people have gotten diseases because of abusive relationships? It's crazy, you guys. Some people you don't even date them, but they feel like they own you. So even when you reject them, they will punish you. They will tarnish your image. Oh my God, it's crazy. Like you people should be careful out there. Some people are just really crazy. Toxic people. But I heard women fall for toxic men and drift away from overly nice men. It depends. To be honest, it depends, right? Because most people have lived with dysfunction in their lives. So their mother married a toxic man and they saw the traits, and then oh wait. So there's this book, right? This book this book is called Always Daddy's Girl, right? By Wright. And it explains the dynamics of the choices that I look tall, but yeah, my legs are longer than my upper torso. Like my lower torso is longer than my upper torso, so I look tall, but I'm not tall. Like when you stand by me, you see that I'm not tall, but when I stand, you think I'm tall. Yeah. So it just talks about how people choose their partners. Some people choose their partners based on what they've seen in the past. Most people actually. Most people choose based on what they've seen in the past. Some people choose based on the fact that this is what is familiar. Yes, Always Daddy's Girl. I think something poured on the book or something. It is by um, H. Norman Wright. So this book, right? I was talking about the dynamics some people had cold fathers, so they look for people who are cold on the normal. Some people look for avoidance. Some people look up for people who don't even have time for them because they are used to being abandoned and not cared for, and they don't even see a problem with it. Hi, good night, patience. Lucy, when the enemy close one window for you, God will. Lucy, are you coming to bully me? Hey, God, I beg. I'm happy for you, Lucy, that you found the queen for you. You know, I've been praying for you, and God has finally answered my prayers. How was your birthday? Mm? Lucito, you sound like a bit. I know, right? We didn't even date, oh, guys. We didn't even date. Niggas already trying to bully me. Eh? Lucy, I'm happy for you, okay? You don't have to rub it in my face. Anyway, toxic toxic people can have profound and lasting impact on one's mental and emotional health, extending far beyond the immediate interactions. The constant exposure to negativity and manipulative tactics can lead to chronic anxiety and depression, as these individuals often employ emotional manipulation to keep others under their influence. Can you imagine such wickedness? Eh? Oh, that be. So toxic people drain your energy like vampires. They leave their victims feeling depleted and unable to cope with daily challenges. The relationship dynamic gradually erodes your self-esteem and your self-worth, making it difficult for those affected to trust their judgments. Toxic people often display grandiosity and intense envy, while their lack of empathy allows them to engage in verbal abuse and psychological manipulation without remorse. God, I beg. Ah! These unsettling behaviors can lead to psychological abuse, further complicating one's mental state. I said that there was this woman that was married to energy vampires are the worst. I dated one. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god. How did you survive? Tell me your story. So there was this woman that was married to some man, right? Like they were married for a very long time, over 20 years, I think at that time. They didn't have a child anyway, but the problem was not even that they didn't have a child. The problem was the fact that the woman was doing well financially. Like everything was okay for her. She was traveling the world. She was happy. And when the man married her, all of a sudden she became, hi Selma, how are you? All of a sudden she became somebody that, you know, was told not to work. She has to stop working. She has to stop doing a lot of things, even though she didn't even have a child. Her husband wanted her to stop working, so she doesn't have a business, nothing, and he opened a shop for her. Now that's not what she wanted to do, because she was, I think, into I've forgotten what she was into, but she was into something that doesn't have to do with like this the what's it called, like a shop, like being a shop attendant or whatever. She wasn't into something like that. She was into real business, like that was bringing money. And then the man was like, no, you are not working again. So for a very long time she wasn't working, she wasn't happy, she was alone, she was lonely in the shop, she wasn't happy. Do you know that, unfortunately, right, I don't even think I should even say the story here, but it's a very sad story, right? Because at this point the woman is incapacitated. She has been accused of something treacherous that she didn't do, right? Goodness, you may not see me in this life again. God open my eyes before it's too late. I'm happy, no more Hey God, I beg Lucy. Hey Lucy, has it come to this? Has it come to this? Anyway, so the woman was incapacitated. She has been blamed for stuff she didn't do, a whole lot of problems. And do you know who was behind it? The person she was married to. Yeah. So imagine, right? I just I can't think far. Lucy, come back to you are always welcome. Anyway, how's your back? Yeah, how's your back, Lucy? Have you recovered? Hmm? Hmm. So yes, so my people. Hey, I forgot about something. I'm coming. So, guys, it's crazy. Oh. I have a lot to say, but please let's be careful out there, guys. Not everybody is correct, okay? Not everybody is correct. I'm okay, but I'm still wearing my belt. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Oh, Lucy. Oh, thank you, Selma. Hope you get better, bro. What's one thing most people misunderstand about me? That I don't take care of my hair, but it grows. Yeah, so that's one thing they don't understand. That my hair grows, but I don't take care of it. Cause it's like one of the things I least I'm least concerned about. So yes, they always don't understand. Cause when they are like, "Oh, how did you grow your hair? How did you do this?" I'm like, "Oh, I just used shea butter. I used jojoba oil. What did I use again? Castor oil. And then I just slept. I was braiding my hair. Then they are like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yes." It's really not that deep, guys. And then they get upset. So yeah, so that's one they really don't understand. What about you, One Vader? Same question thrown at you. Hey, Selma, Brazil, love Kenya. Hey, one a friend of Lucy. Lucy, is this how we do things? Eh? It just came to rub it in my face saying you found a new babe. Okay, I'm happy for you. Now, if you're there for me, if you're there. So let's continue with our red flags, guys. Hmm. It's crazy. Oh. Some people are just abusive. It's crazy. Interacting with toxic individuals can also bring about personality disorders in some cases, as the stress and emotional turmoil they create are deeply damaging. Ultimately, recognizing these signs is crucial in safeguarding one's mental health from the harmful effects of toxic people. So, 15 signs that a person is toxic in your life. Don't you know that before I informed you, that's big news? Yeah, you told me that you will not be here again. Isn't that what you said? Belated happy birthday, Lucy. I wanted to text you your birthday, but I couldn't find any of your comments. I'm not sure why. For me, is that I don't process things emotionally at all, as if I don't have emotions, but I always approach everything logically. Is it a good thing? Won't be that. It's not a good thing. Mm? What are you doing to change that? Talk to me. So 15 signs that a person is toxic, guys. Let's go. So the first is you or others. Apparently is a bad thing. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It's not even a bad thing. It's just I don't think everything should be approached from the logical standpoint. Sometimes you have to be able to step into the shoes of people and feel their pain, right? So that you can even reach them, you know, on a deeper level, right? So I guess that is why, because we are humans, your emotions are here literally for your survival. So imagine imagine you just only process things logically and not involving your emotions. Sometimes you just have to, you know, let the person know, oh, I feel your pain, and just calm the person down, you know. I can be in a crash, but I will say, okay, what's next, instead of processing the whole incident. I mean, it's a good thing that you are able to move on, but are you really moving on? Because it's more like there's a backlog um of unprocessed, you know, negative situations. Like for me, my mind is rushing to solutions. It's not a bad thing entirely, but I feel like you should savor the moment, right? Hey, savor the moment. Is that right for this situation? You should live in the moment a bit. But anyway, it's not by force. So, you or others are blamed for their negative feelings and circumstances. They never take ownership of what they've done. You are wrong and they are right all the time, as if they are perfect. I'm a man, don't have time to waste. Nah, but you should try and have, you know, your emotions involved. Just small 2%. But yes, on to the 15 toxic traits. Yeah, so they disregard your boundaries. It doesn't matter if you've requested that they stop behaving a certain way. The toxic person will continue to act in the same way that violates your wishes. So don't come, they will come. They will just show up. I mean, how do you come and visit somebody just like that? And no, it's not even just once. So you just come to the person's door like, call, I'm coming to see you. You've already arrived. Like, why are you coming to see me? You have to let me know that you are coming. You know. And then when you come, the person is even busy. The person has to stop everything they are doing and come and attend to you. Meanwhile, the person is in school. Checking you for the last now, for real. Good night again. Good night. You know, they don't even respect. Like, no courtesy. You're telling the person it's okay, stop, or whatever. But no, they are still going to misbehave. Can you imagine? Cool, is it August already? No, it's not August. I'm on a break. How are you doing? Hey, Lindell, you are back. You are back to deleting your messages. Is this how we do things? So yes, as I was saying, right? No permission for anything. Like you just do whatever you want to do, feeling entitled. And oh god, I can't even think far. Anyway, so they disregard your boundaries. Coming to my place unannounced is crazy. I know, right? I mean, how? Like the person has not even planned for you. Even the person can even be extremely busy, and you are just, oh god. So they are habitually dishonest. So there are two types of liars, I think. I think there are even more than two, but the one that I'll talk about is the pathological liar. Those people that lie about stuff they are not even supposed to be lying about. They lie about everything. Everything. Ah, God, I beg. Everything. Oh, they just lie. Stuff that they are not even supposed to be lying about, then they'll be, oh, it's. Anyway, so those people, you have to be very careful of them, alright? Yeah. And then they don't apologize. They don't apologize. They'll do you dirty. They'll stress you out. They'll do whatever. and they'll still not say sorry. And even if they say sorry, they'll say sorry, uh, you feel that way, but not sorry for what I did or something. Such annoying people. And they revel in being victims. They love being victims. Oh God. In fact, you are the victim. You are the one that is being affected by the actions that they are what doing to you. However, all of a sudden they will twist everything and turn it on you. And all of a sudden you are the perpetrator, even though you are the real victim. And the abuser is calm and acting as if, oh my God, can you see? Can you imagine? God, I beg. God, I beg. One way that being a truthful man is the key. Many men don't understand. Sometimes, even when the truth hurts, but somehow the females will love you more. For real, yeah. Cool. Are we talking about my ex? Is that how she was? Then she was toxic. So, victimhood. They love being victims. God, you'll be shocked though. You'll be shocked. Crying in front of people. Meanwhile, they are doing you dirty behind your back, spoiling your name. Hey, God, I beg. God forbid. You people should be praying, guys. Take the mic and explain what you went through. It's a safe space. We listen, we don't judge. You want Vedas, this is how you are. Cool, whenever you're ready, but if not, don't worry, okay? Anyway, a little bit of sarcasm here and there can be funny. However, too much sarcasm can hurt people's feelings and belittle them. Hence, it's a favorite weapon of toxic people. Sarcasm is rooted in anger, disgust, and weakness, guys. Toxic people are so used to communicating with sarcasm that they can't see how much damage they are doing. When you call it out, toxic people often respond to the accusation of being hurtful with even more anger. Excessive sarcasm is never a healthy way to communicate with people, guys. They refuse to listen to you. God, I beg. So they act bored when you change the conversation topic when you are talking. However, they expect you to listen to them when they are talking. Can you imagine? The guts, the nerve. Your talking takes away from any attention that could be on them and puts the focus on you. They don't like it. They would rather you listen to them all the time. You cannot be talking. See, being with these people is exhausting, eh? Don't ever make a mistake. God, I beg. They feign concern for your welfare. Everything is fake. They don't even care about you. They are just faking everything. Pretending that they are concerned about you is a poly that is a ploy, sorry, it's a ploy that toxic individuals often use to make you feel like they care about. They don't care about you, my peeps. Especially when you are at the beginning to sensing that something is off. When you sense something is off, get out, run away. And guys, it's crazy. I told you already, should have taken your advice in hindsight. I am still confused. Oh my God. Also, people that always want to be the one talking are the worst. Soon as you talk, they got hey, one way. Oh my God, they are terrible. Jesus. Hey, 3 hours. Oh, they will be talking for 3 hours. God, I beg. God, I beg. Just about them. And you know the weird part is they are not even concerned about you. Like they are not even asking about you. They are just talking about themselves. And they expect, oh God. Guys, don't ever, okay, I beg you. Don't ever. The false sense of concern can be mistaken for genuine remorse. Still, it is just a calculated attempt to catch you at a weak moment or appeal to your sentimentality. Toxic people will suck you back into the relationship by showing you desirable behaviors as soon as they think you are about to wiggle your way free from their grip. Remember that what you deserve better, guys. So they are critical of others. So you'll notice that the toxic people habitually put others down. If you are with someone constantly speaking poorly about others, when those people are not around, chances are they are doing the same thing to you guys. Guys, it's crazy. Toxic people like to harp on the weaknesses that they see in others to boost their own self-esteem. They verbally judge people for superficial things or harp on someone's honest mistake and rarely point out the good in people. So they make you feel defensive about your decisions. Everything you say or do is met with an argument, and you wonder if this person is questioning your intelligence. The criticisms, the sarcasm, they are all directed at you and can eventually take a toll, oh my god, on your mental health. Guys, please run away from these people, guys. Just run away. They are inconsistent in their behavior. Nothing is stable when you're with a toxic person. Opinions, preferences, plans could go one way today and another tomorrow. Often there isn't an obvious explanation for the change in attitude. You can just tell something is off, guys. What if you love the toxic person? You need to heal some wounds. It's an indication that you have an emotional wound and you need to heal it. Because a toxic person is never somebody you should be loving in the first place. So if you've managed to love the person, then there's a wound you need to heal. Well, from my observation, there's a wound you need to heal. Because once you heal, when you see these people, even when you are attracted to them, you will lock your door, block them if you have their number, and you will try your best to avoid them. See, they can even give you a rash, they can give you pimples, a rough skin, they can give you disease, autoimmune diseases. They are mentally draining. God, I beg. Yes, so guys, so they might be cold or cranky, and when you ask if something is wrong, they say nothing. But then they'll add in a sigh or a facial expression to let you know that something is going on. You're asking them a question. Oh, has something happened? No, it was nothing. It was nothing. Meanwhile, oh God, I beg. Guys, stay away from these people. Then you probably look for ways to make them happy, which is why toxic people do this. Oyinta, I think if you love a person that is toxic, you need to look in the mirror and tell yourself you deserve better. For real, yeah, because there's a wound. There's definitely a wound that you've not healed yet. I need a lot of healing, a lot. Yeah. You'll be fine, okay, cool. One step at a time. Sometimes it stems from past trauma or past experiences with people just like them. So sometimes it's not even that you love the person, it's just that you are so familiar with the way, I don't know how to explain about. So this is, maybe you've seen somebody growing up who was exactly like the person that you are with, right? For example. So that's, familiar experience is what you are clinging to. So it's not even that you are in love with the person, it's just that you are clinging to the familiar experience sometimes. Okay, so that's actually what happens. So later on, if you're able to heal your wound, you realize that it's not even the person you loved, it's actually the experience that you were used to when you were in need of, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't, I'll find a way to put it. But Oyinta needs healing and prayers. My type is life. Hey, hi, Papa Tribe, how are you? Today you're talking about like One Veda, my type. Yeah, so welcome back. Oh, thank you. One Veda. So there's a girl I dated and she wanted a wig for her grad. It costed around 900 to 1K. I was still fresh in my internship and my mistake was showing her I had a little money. This other day in the car, she took my card and took a picture of the card number in the CVV. Oh my god. Baby girl is going to chop your moolah. Later that night, she just said you received a message, give me the OTP. When I checked, it's the transaction of the wig, but somehow she turned herself into a victim and said I don't care about her, I'm selfish, blah blah blah. Like, woman, you took my card, a pic without my consent, and tried to make a purchase with her. She's attempting to steal your cash. Did she manage to steal your cash? I hope you didn't give her the OTP. I hope, because that baby girl, she needs to be tied up. So guys, they have no interest in what is important to you. Sometimes they don't even have interest in you. They don't even have interest in you. They don't ask about you. They are not concerned about you. I used to think I was above this stuff, but it feels different when you are in it. You are right about being attracted to familiar dynamic. Yeah, it's true. From afar, when you are standing and you are observing, it looks like, oh, this will never happen to me. That's what it looks like. But it will surprise you to know that it's very possible, right, to be susceptible to stuff like this, especially when it has happened before. But once you are healed, I believe to a great extent that you'll be able to save yourself from entering such a situation again, right? High, like 90%, I'm very sure that you will be, because there are people who are very crafty, right? Even though they are toxic, they know how to keep their composure for long, extended periods of time. So they can keep up a performance for 2 years, and for 5 years, and and when they decide to expose themselves, you'll be like, oh my god, how did I miss this? Meanwhile, the boo was perfect the whole time. And that in itself is a red flag, because everybody has a flaw. So if you can't find any flaw on the person, just know that this person is their monster. Like, they are the worst. I used to, okay, I didn't give her the OTP, and I heard from a little birdie that she is married now, but the guy has gone mad. And oh my god, the guy has gone mad. Jesus, this is crazy. I wonder what she did. Or she took all his money and ran. This is serious, oh guys. So they have no interest in what is important to you. Instead, they will find out why your good news is not so great. For example, if you're about to go on a trip to the beach, they might say the heat is going to be miserable. Or if you just got a promotion at work, they might say that's a huge amount of work for so little compensation. Talking about the good things happening in your life takes away the spotlight from them. So toxic friends and family members often use fault finding to make you feel inferior, guys. If you are excited that something unique just happened to you, you are usually better off keeping it to yourself around toxic people. Yes, negative talkers. They are terrible, guys. They are terrible. God, people have died because of these people. And the weird part is how you see how domestic violence, we see the effects on your body, right, on the surface of your body, but you see emotional abuse, psychological abuse, mental abuse, all these forms of abuse. At the end of the day, the damage they do to your internal system. There was a woman who got cancer because of abuse. Yes, it's not physical abuse. So she got it because of mental abuse. She almost went mad. She was in a marriage for over 15 years, and every day, constantly, the man was raining insults on her. She wasn't allowed to work. She wasn't allowed to go out with her friends. She's always inside. The only place she goes to church, come back home. And when she gave birth to her children, from hospital straight home, the only place she goes, she can't even drop her children at school. She's extremely beautiful for her husband, so he doesn't want her to go outside for anybody to see her. Wait, guys, please, let's be careful. Some people are sick. Also, pocket watching is toxic. I have a relative that whenever I buy something new, she will immediately Google the price of the thing, and somehow she also wants to buy it. This is your relative, eh? Now, you need to be careful of her, because she looks sus. Guys, so don't share good news with toxic people. They don't want your best interest. Like, they don't want anything good to be happening in your life. So just, you know, some people, when they even ask you, oh, do you have a new job? Oh, it's in God's hands. What are you up to? Is, you know, God is watching me. Don't give them any details. Just be boring, boring to them. You don't owe anybody an explanation for anything you do with your life, except the people in authority in your life. Even those people cry. You know, it's not every single thing we tell them. But yeah, Charlie, guys, let's be careful out there. So they boast about their achievements. Can you imagine? When you have good news, they don't want to hear. So they need to brag. The need to brag has its roots in deep-seated insecurity. People who feel inferior spend their time overcompensating to make themselves appear superior to others. I've learned to be quiet in life. All I do on my WhatsApp is post jokes and funny videos because I notice there are monitoring spirits. Legit, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. People are not happy for you, guys. Now you just take pictures and keep in your gallery. That's it. No DP with smiley faces and all of that. Just sometimes you can even disappear. So that they don't even remember that you exist. Hi God, I beg you. People who feel inferior spend time overcompensating to make themselves appear superior to others. These uncertain people can only be happy by making others noticeably unhappy. Toxic people often brag to compensate for their shortcomings, and they desperately hope that you will never discover their shortcomings. They will even take credit for somebody else's accomplishments because they need the validation to feel like they are better than others. These people who have no sense of self-worth still have an intrinsic need to feel like valuable members of society. And this need can only be met if they project their perceived greatness. And all they do is to take. They take, and take. As long as you are able and willing, toxic people will take from you. They will take your time, possession, attention, without consideration or any thought of returning or giving back what they have taken from you. This is a form of manipulation. When you are with this person, you will likely feel like you are the only one contributing to the relationship. I'm speaking about somebody you know. God, I beg. Toxic people send a message that you owe something to them, and chances are you believe it. Hi. Wait. Oh my God. Is your name? No, your name is not Ishmael. It's not Nicholas. I always think your name is Nicholas, but it's not. Oh my God. I'm trying to remember your name. Oh my God. How are you? Why can't I remember your name? Cool. Same. One Vader. Do you remember? I remember you, but I can't remember your name. It's not Ismail, right? Ibrahim. Yes, Ibrahim. How are you doing? What's up? No, this one he told me his name, so I know his name. So two Arabic people told me their names, Ahmed and Ibrahim. I used their display photos to recall their name. Yeah. So how has life been, Ibrahim? So guys, please let's be careful, okay? These people are terrible. Oh. So they are even able to take from you or hurt you in some way and then insist they did it all for you. How do you hurt somebody and say that you did it for the person? Oh God. Hey, this is especially common in relationships with some differentiation in power, such as in a working relationship. So for example, a supervisor may say, I've left this 3 months worth of filing for you. I figured that you would appreciate the experience of learning how to use the filing cabinet. Can you imagine? I'm hosting a dinner party. Why don't you bring the food? Are you not the one hosting the dinner party? It will give you the opportunity to show off your cooking skills. And you know this happens in real life, guys. Oh, I miss you too, Ibrahim. Thank you. Will I marry? No, I have somebody who will marry me, okay? Thank you so much. I hope your day was good. Guys, this is classic manipulation at its peak. Hey, God forbid. Below is an okay, so this one is different, right? So there are different types of toxic people apparently, guys. So the arrogance. Oh God, guys. I didn't even know there were different types of toxic people. I thought they were all toxic. Ha, God, I beg. You're just kidding. Okay, sure. Toxic people are everywhere, and most of us know at least one or two. We may live with them, work with them, lead them, or know them socially. And if you've ever spent time with truly toxic people, you already know how destructive and exhausting that can be. Ha, God, I beg. Just as with any kind of toxin, you need to limit your exposure and keep yourself protected. Yes, because they can kill. The same way toxins can kill, toxic people too can kill you. But they do it psychologically, and that is even why it is more destructive because it's slow. It happens over time, consuming you little by little. Hey Lamaji, how are you? What's up? A report on nature. What am I watching? No, I'm reading something about toxic people. One Veda, thank you. Unfortunately. Hi Elvo, how are you? What's up? Lamaji, how is everything? I've missed you. You know, some people will say that's how their parents are. Of course, you know, it's crazy. I mean, I have a lot to say, but Charlie, you need to limit your exposure and keep yourself protected, guys. I'm very well, thank you. I was traveling. Oh wow, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. How's your day been so far, Lamaji? Elvo, what story are you seeing? I'm talking about toxic people. So we are going to talk about the types of toxic people, guys. Okay, so unfortunately, toxic people don't come with a warning label, but there are things to look for. There will be signs. And if you want to know a highly toxic person, just know that the person is perfect. You can't find any faults. That's when you know that you're dealing with the devil himself in human form. I mean, Lamaji, and I hope everything is alright with you. I miss you so. Oh, me too. I missed you, Lamaji. What have you been up to apart from traveling? How was your day? I mean, Elvo, what story are you saying? I'm talking about toxic people. The 10 types of toxic people. Sometimes fight fire with fire. If they are toxic, put them in their place ASAP. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Claude Waldo, hi. How are you? What's up? So, guys, let's go on. Cool. What are the signs? Yes, the signs. Signs. So the arrogance. So the first type of toxic person we're going to talk about is the arrogant. The arrogant, right? So such people simply consider themselves better than others. Now, they think they are confident, but this state of mind definitely is not confidence. Is not. They behave as if they know everything. I know, right? You will know when they are around because sooner or later they will make you feel bad about yourself. They are so annoying. Yeah? Shit. Then the second people are the constant victims. Now this one I've seen with my own eyes. So these people always find somebody else to blame for the difficulties in their lives. Their parents, their boss, their bad luck, their partner's bad behavior, their tight schedule. After a while, it is easy to tell that there is a certain pattern in their way of thinking. Makes you want to leave running. It sure does. The ones that know everything kill me so much. I know, right? It's so annoying. Then the third one, the control freaks. Hey, these people are deadly, guys. When they lose control, they go haywire. It's like they've gone mad. By the time you realize you've heard a story about yourself and you were wondering whether you are the same person. Okay, so the control freaks, they will sit on your head and on your life like they own them. They always have a better opinion about what you should do, and they will rub it in your face without you ever having asking for it. They will they will bust your okay, I don't think I should say what they've written. Don't worry, guys. So they'll just want to control you. They're jealous. They were raised being compared to somebody else. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. So there's nothing you can do to make them feel happy about your happy news. They always see the other people's lives in comparison to theirs. You feel that your success makes them feel bad. Well, you are right. What's the use of keeping them around then? So if your success makes another person feel bad, just know that you're dealing with a jealous person, and that person is toxic. My people, they are toxic. Run. They're liars. Hmm. So you will make fun of them with others, commenting on how often they lie, and how the other day you caught them telling another ridiculous lie for no good reason. Well, it shouldn't seem funny anymore. This is simply how they live. It's no use talking to them. Discussing with the cat would be more rewarding. So basically, if you are with somebody who lies about every tiny thing, just stay away from that person. The person is toxic. Okay, guys. And then the pessimists. They will drain the life and good mood out of your body like a Saudi Arabia oil well. Hey, the person who wrote this though. The glass is always half empty for them, and they will show you the dark side of everybody and everything, dragging you down to their path of misery and bad luck. If the law of attraction is valid, these people will soon transform you to a magnet of misfortune. That's how they are, guys. So beware of them. They only see dark sides of stuff. Then the greedy person. They believe that happiness comes solely from having. This is why they don't search for ways to help others, but only to gain something. They will never be content by their possessions because they don't simply want what they need. They want more. Guys, this is serious. They seem friendly, alright, but you should know this. They will double cross you without second thought. And if there is something in it for them, just know that cool, you are toxic, you are greedy. Are you for real? You are playing with me. One way that to avoid people walking all over you or being toxic towards you, you need to be very clear about your boundaries. Never agree to anything just to fit in. Don't be afraid to disappoint people. Then the bossy. These people often try to control you because of their feelings of insecurity and helplessness. They will always judge you in a negative way, and they will tell you what you should do, regardless of your personal feelings, goals, and general state of mind. Eventually, they will make you feel like a humiliated victim. Let them boss others. You can either say no or leave them. The gossipers. So you think that you are having a sincere conversation with them, but sooner or later you realize that they are just looking for information about your life, your relationship with your spouse, your wallet, and your health. This information will be discussed later with other people whom you may not even know, so don't waste your time with them. I thought relationships require compromise. But there's healthy compromise and there's unhealthy compromise, so it depends, you know. Not greed, I meant pessimist. Ah, well, then you have to work on that because that's not good at all. Like, try and see the good side of things, okay? All the above, people with lack of character, integrity, honesty, humility, inner peace, and with many strong fears about their fortune, their job, their health, and their relationships. Their fears are so big that toxic people will do almost anything to achieve their purpose, even if it takes stepping on your neck to move on. Being exposed to them will only harm you. If you realize that you're in a relationship with a toxic person, my peeps, run away. You know, the weird thing about toxic people is that if you ever enter a relationship with a toxic person, if you are not careful, God, I beg. You will hear a story about yourself you cannot even understand. And you know another thing that they will do is that they will lie. Instead of moving on, they will lie. They will just lie about everything that happened. They'll even accuse you of something you didn't even do. And you'll be shocked. The gossipers, my mentor told me, with every conversation you have, always pretend as if the other person has a wire or a recorder on them. It will save you a lot, especially on the workplace. Of course. I've encountered a serial gossip and a twister. So the person is not just a gossiper. So if you give them information, they will listen to what you said and they will twist it. So even if they said something to you, they will deny saying it to you. So first of all, they will tell you something like, oh, this person has done this. When you come and say that this is what you said, then they'll tell you that, is that what I said? When did I say this? Madam, something that even happened in front of the person, they will tell you that, oh, I was not there. What kind of lie is this? Hey, God, I beg. Please, guys, be careful. Ismail, you might tell someone you trust something like, the supervisor was tipsy today. They will go ahead, and by the end of the day, the whole workplace knows that, oh, Charlie, it's serious, though, guys. It's serious. A final word on signs of toxic people. Identifying and recognizing a toxic person's warning signs can feel challenging and rewarding. Like finally spotting the plot twist in your favorite thriller. Knowing these signs of toxic people equips you with the superpower to protect your emotional well-being and nurture healthier relationships. Understanding someone's toxic nature can keep you from engaging in maladaptive coping mechanisms that will cause more trauma in your life. Can you close the door? Ade, Asembe, close the door. Sorry, guys. Remember, everyone deserves to be surrounded by positivity and support, so don't hesitate to what? Distance yourself from those who bring negativity into your life. Trust your instincts, set clear boundaries, and cherish those who uplift and inspire you. Let's dance. Guys, so this is for Cool. Okay, Cool, this is for you. 9 steps of finding peace after a toxic relationship. One video, this is for you. Even me, cry, this is for me. It's for all of us, guys. The desire for harmony and balance becomes a lot stronger in the aftermath of a toxic relationship. You crave a normal, drama-free life, but how do you get it? Finding peace after a toxic relationship is possible. It is. And I'm here to help you accomplish that. In this article, I'm going to start by explaining what this type of relationship looks like and how it affects you. One Veda got his heart broken. I guess. One Veda, did you get your heart broken? I'll then share 9 simple steps that help me heal, recover, and thrive after ending an unhealthy relationship. But before diving in, know this: healing is vital for your well-being. I'm confident that you have the resilience to move past the pain. What is a toxic relationship? Communicator, okay, and psychology expert was the first to coin the term toxic relationship, Dr. Lillian Glass. In her 1995 book, Toxic People, she defined it as any relationship between people who don't support each other, where there's conflict and one seeks to undermine the other, where there's competition and where there's disrespect and lack of cohesiveness. Oh, by Beulah? No. By Lillian, Dr. Lillian. Toxic people suck the energy out of you. They suck it. They are impulsive, God, disrespectful, selfish, critical, controlling, abusive, spiteful, arrogant, judgmental, manipulative. Oh God. And they lack empathy, guys. Hey, some are wired to lie, to cheat, to blame others for their bad behavior. Such toxic people. God, I beg. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The relationship with them adds no value to your life. They only subtract, they never add. No multiplication, nothing. You are left feeling confused, misunderstood, unworthy, and undeserving of love. Baby girls, baby boys, you people deserve love, okay? Mm. Ways a toxic relationship affects you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. As good as it feels to have someone to love and be loved by, a new relationship comes with its risks. You can't foretell if it will last or end with a nasty breakup. We go in hoping for the best, and that's why a good romance turned bad evokes so much anger and sadness. This is already triggering me. Funny. So should I stop? Hmm? Are you okay? Cool. Talk to me. One way are funny. These people they are so annoying. I swear. Like whenever I'm reading about them, I just get upset. Cool. Should we go on? Are you okay? We go in. They are just terrible, guys. They are terrible. Cool, you're laughing. Okay, let me continue, okay? What's more, the stress and emotional damage from the put downs, the aggression, and the mind games. Is Beulah toxic for always breaking my heart? I'm not toxic, I'm being honest with you. Waiting. I really love this one, but it's okay. Oh, please. Save it. So, the mind games will eventually take a toll on you emotionally, psychologically, and even physically. According to psychology experts, you also experience grief related to the loss of that relationship. Now you're asking, grief? Yes, grief. I, for one, find it ironic how we can get bent. Okay, how we can get bent out of shape while detaching from a toxic person in a dysfunctional relationship we know was not good for us. But that's the nature of the beast. In addition to general grief, you may experience the following: deep emotional pain or distress, chronic guilt or shame, lowered self esteem or self worth, loneliness from withdrawing or isolating yourself, hopelessness or emotional emptiness, anxiety or depression, fear of relationship or emotional numbness. So these are the things that will happen to you after a toxic relationship. Have you ever dated? By God's grace, no. Unfortunately for me, I encountered one, but I didn't date him. He was planning to trap me. By God's grace, I was able to escape. By God's grace. I'm just saying, what was that? Was it me? I'm still grieving. That shit hurts. I don't know how people jump from one relationship to the other. Yeah, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. It hurts. It's like there's this constant, you know, it's like somebody has used a sphere, to pierce your heart, and the person keeps pushing it in. That's how it feels. It feels like a pain you can't explain. It's crazy, right? And the weird part is the fact that one way that be patient, good things come to those who wait. And the weird part is the fact that you spend, if you are not careful, right, you can spend a lot of time trying to make sense of their behavior, especially if you are dealing with somebody who is hot and cold. Today they are hot, then tomorrow they are cold. Today they are nice, then tomorrow they are off. Has something happened? Nothing. Is everything okay? Nothing. Then they are acting weird, and God, I beg, God forbid, God forbid. Hey. Please, guys, stay away from these people. They are terrible. They are terrible. Hmm? Charlie. You may find yourself unable to cope with grief emotions such as shock, anger, and denial. While all these reactions and feelings are normal, they can lead to chronic anxiety or depression. One video, I'm unavailable, okay? Guys, some people resort to substance abuse or other maladaptive coping methods to deal with the emotional pain associated with the loss. Finding peace after a toxic relationship in 9 steps. Knowing how to identify toxic people in the early dating phase will help you to avoid their web of distraction and pain. They include pathological liars, narcissists, sociopaths, and those with an insecure attachment style. I don't believe you, but yes, back to toxic. I don't care one beta. Whether you believe me or not. Cool. Cool. Don't tear up, don't worry, everything will be fine, okay? You'll be fine. Now that you've detached yourself from all the drama, it's time to focus on your inner peace, my people, which, by the way, is a personal core value of many people. You see what this woman put me through. I hope following these 9 steps to finding peace after a toxic relationship will help you get back to living your life to the fullest. You will write a book one day, all the best. What will be the title? Tell me. The gist of it is to utilize healthy coping strategies to increase your well-being long term. So the first thing is to accept that the relationship was toxic. Yeah. Make no mistake, you are going to grieve the loss of this unhealthy relationship, no matter how strong a person you are. It's a loss you will need to accept as part of the process of finding your peace after a toxic relationship. Acceptance is the last stage of grieving. The dead relationship. Oh, sorry. Of grieving the dead relationship and enables you to acknowledge the reality of what happened. You are not accepting your ex's wrongdoings, but you are accepting that the relationship is over. You are taking back your power from your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. You'll fully get closure and you'll be able to move on without feeling bitter or cynical, about love and romantic relationships. But sometimes you won't even get closure from these people. Some of them are not accountable. Insecure attachment style, that sounds like her. Isn't she a victim? Doesn't seem malicious? Oh, if she's always trying to play the victim, just know she's toxic us. Forgive yourself for not leaving sooner. So the second is, after you've accepted yourself, right? The second is to forgive yourself for not leaving sooner. We know in our gut when a relationship is not working, and we won't get the type of love and respect we deserve from our partner. Yet, we hold on to the potential of what it can be. If only the person would change. Oh my god. Chronically toxic people don't just change. Their toxic personality traits are deeply ingrained or linked to mental disorders, such as narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder. Cutting your losses and forgiving yourself for holding on too long to a broken relationship are the next big things to do. Pardoning yourself is a huge act of self-love and is the key to surviving and thriving. Self-forgiveness helps purge anger and resentment and stops you from beating yourself up over whys and what ifs. It paves the way for peace since it enables you to let go of the idea that things could have happened differently. So guys, get out as soon as possible. Once you see Otilo, it means go away, run. Now the third one is forgive your ex. So the first one was accept that what the relationship is over. Forgive yourself for staying inside for as long as you did. Now forgive your ex. As much as you may hate how your ex treated you and desire to hold a grudge, it is necessary that you forgive the person. By no means are you excusing that person's bad behavior or letting the person off the hook. However, you owe it to yourself to make peace with your experience through forgiveness. Holding grudges, anger, and resentment doesn't hurt your ex. She doesn't even know or care what you are going through emotionally. Those are your feelings to process and release in order to regain your peace. Forgiving in your own time is fully accepting what happened did happen. Do you think you can stop loving someone? Do those emotions disappear? Yes. You can actually stop loving someone. But when it comes to the reason why I'm saying that when it comes to a toxic relationship, you're not actually in love with the person is because you are actually not in love with the person. I know it's weird, but it's a complicated situation, right? But from observation and people's stories and even me myself, like my own somewhat experience, you don't love the person. Like it's just the familiarity that you are glued to, right? Like in essence, because when once you heal yourself from the damage, you realize that the person is not even somebody you were interested in the first place. So it's just, I don't know how to even explain. It's just like you just being attached to a situation because it's something you've been in before, even though it's a different person. It's something you've seen before, so you are drawn towards it and you think this is what you want because this is what you're familiar with. Meanwhile, this is terrible for you. Mm. So yes, the feelings do disappear, and especially for a toxic relationship, you are even more lucky because once you heal, they will whatever you felt will disappear. Your eyes will clear up. Your eyes will clear up, and then you'll be able to see that nothing. You are making sense. She is my first, so I don't have an alternative to contrast to it. Certainly, I totally understand you. I totally understand. But but from experience and observation again, I'll say healing is the best way, right? I mean, you may have to even see a psychologist, right? And if you have a trauma, for example, you may have to see a trauma informed psychologist to help you through psychotherapy and through other ways and means of reviving your memory if you've had any memory issues, right? If you've had any pain or trauma in your past or something, they can help you. So once you heal, you're able to move on with your life. And once you see those red flags flying in the sky, as much as you have a past that is linked to those red flags that you see, you will not be drawn to them anymore because you know the effects they can have on you. So I'll just say that healing is the best, right? Forgive yourself and accept that the relationship has ended. Forgive your ex, just as these people are saying, and also go for treatment to heal yourself. I'm coming, guys. Ouch! I'm back. I'm back, my people. Hey, hey. Okay. So yeah, I don't think she was my type. To be honest, you have a point. Yeah, it's serious, guys. It's serious. Your inner critic may tell you forgiveness is a sign of weakness. In fact, it is a sign of strength. It's about self-preservation through letting go of ill feelings toward your ex and directing compassion and love towards yourself. Surround yourself with supportive people. You need all the love and the support you can get in such a critical time. Lean on the people in your support network who are compassionate and empathetic. Finding solace among loved ones can help you heal and rebuild your self confidence faster. Instead of hiding yourself away, draw closer to trusted family members and friends who know how to soothe you. These are the people you can bare your soul to without judgment or harsh criticism. You can always depend on them to give you positive feedback, hold you accountable, and uplift you with words of encouragement. Number five, up the ante on self love. You need to love yourself. Loving yourself through the experience is the ultimate way of finding peace after a toxic relationship. I'll tell you why. First, it is the greatest show of love and proves that you have high regard for your personal well being and happiness. Basking in self love is an announcement that you are not going to settle for less than you deserve. Showing your self love in the aftermath of an unhealthy relationship can take many forms. For example, acknowledging your missteps and trusting and being kind to yourself. Other acts include nourishing your body and creating boundaries, of protecting your mental and physical health. Through self love, you are communicating that you matter, you are willing to take care of your own needs instead of neglecting them to please others. Get back, get back to doing things that you love. It's easy to lose yourself in a turbulent relationship since you spend so much time and energy trying to make it work. Once it's over, you realize you've wasted so much time on the person. Time you'll never get back. You've also neglected your needs, hobbies, and people who truly care about you. Reconnecting with and rediscovering yourself and following your passion play an essential role in finding your peace after a toxic relationship. What was it that you gave up for that toxic man or woman? Was it your love for painting, writing, journaling, podcasting, or taking morning walks? These are the things that bring you peace and joy instead of drama. You derive pure satisfaction. Live in the present. Ruminating or going over past events over and over in your mind is one of the unhealthiest psychological behaviors. It causes you to overthink events and experiences and it keeps you stuck in the past. Hi, one Vida. Where did you go? You may engage in what is called bargaining, another stage of grief, where you ask a lot of what if questions. What if I gave more of myself? Would it have worked? Be thankful that the relationship is finally over. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys, sorry. My baby was here. Okay, so yes, be thankful that the relationship was finally over. Focus on the present. Mindfulness is a healthy mental practice as it keeps you at ease and at peace. Mindfulness is a type of meditation technique that teaches you to live consciously in the moment. You learn how to accept events, thoughts, and feelings for what they are without criticism or judgment. Sorry. Practicing mindfulness helps you manage the tendency to overthink things and dwell in the past. Talk to a mental health professional. Anger and confusion are normally emotions you feel in the aftermath of a chronically unhealthy relationship. As reality starts kicking in, you may ask yourself or anyone who cares to listen, what in the world just happened? You want to know if you are overthinking things, overreacting, or truly suffering the effects of a traumatic relationship. A behavioral therapist can help if you have trouble coping coping or experiencing anxiety or depression associated with post-traumatic stress. Your therapist will offer new perspectives on what's transpired and help you process your feelings using healthy coping strategies. The ninth is remind yourself of your worth. A toxic relationship leaves you feeling terrible about yourself. Even if you've known yourself to be somebody who has a high self esteem and self confidence, no matter how self assured you are, your self worth will take a hit after dealing with a narcissist or someone who cheated or abused or manipulated you. Positive self affirmations worked wonders for me after quitting someone with the traits of what covert narcissism. He wanted to hold on to me, but was wholly incapable of meeting my emotional needs. I chose myself over him. You have to preserve yourself from people who don't care about you. You must reassure and build yourself up. Start with the habit of reciting phrases like I am worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm deserving of love, I am enough. Repeat these and other positive self affirmations over the next 3 weeks. Final thoughts on finding peace after a toxic relationship. There's no doubt. Who am I kidding? I'm sorry. There's no doubt that toxic partners make your life a living hell. Providing it's safe to do so, ending the relationship is one of the best decisions you ever make in your entire life. Truly, yeah. There's going to be an unmistakable sense of heavy burden being lifted off you, and you'll be able to breathe again. Give yourself time. And before long, you'll begin to feel energetic, alive, beautiful, confident, and emotionally ready to establish new, meaningful relationships. Time heals all wounds. This I promise. And if you are lucky and smart about things, you avoid repeating the pattern with your next relationship by learning to recognize the warning signs that you are dealing with a toxic person. And this will save you a lot of grief and negative self talk in the future. Always remember that you deserve the best, guys. Don't allow anybody to come and beat you. Cool, you'll be fine, okay? Will you consider seeing a professional? It will be faster. The healing will be faster. Well, per my experience. So guys, we are done, okay? We are done for today. So are we done? I think I just need to cry more. No, don't cry more. You don't need to cry more. Because if you cry more, you continue crying till your tears finish. You can avoid grieving the process by distracting yourself with healthy habits, right? So, for example, if you have a, if you can get, it helps. helps, but dwelling in sadness for a long time, it doesn't really help you in the long run, you know. But I feel like distracting yourself will also bury, you know, the feeling. So I feel like the best is to just see a professional. To be honest, like that's like the quickest way to sort yourself out. Totally. Cause if you don't, right, you keep being drawn to similar situations, even though it may not look the same on the surface. When you go deep, you realize that in essence, yeah, we're the same person but in a different body. So just the cycle will just keep continuing. But once you get rid of your trauma, the familiarity, you know, those things that draw you close to what you're familiar with, once you deal with those things, 90% of the time, I know for a fact that you can avoid engaging in another relationship just like the one you were in. So yeah, I will always recommend a good therapist to assist over dealing with it alone. It can be frustrating and draining. Do I have somebody whose shoulder I can cry on? Yeah, I do. I do.
Who? You.